Hello coders, welcome back to my video. So in this video, we will be using the cJSON APIs to parse the data, and this data we already have. So in the last video, what we have seen is we are creating the JSON data using the cJSON APIs, but in this video, we will be parsing the data that is already present. Okay, so where we use this JSON parsing, we will see here and understand the JSON file or data to parse. For example, this router.config.json file, this we have created in our last video, and the same file we will be parsing in this video. Okay, so we'll understand the API used for parsing of cJSON. And in the last, we have a practical example for parsing of the JSON data or file using cJSON APIs. Okay, so this is the main goal for our session today. So let's start with the first thing where we use the JSON parser. Okay, so here are the various ways where this JSON parsing will be useful. So first is a REST APIs. For example, we have some web server, or we have some cloud service which is communicating through the REST APIs, and we are passing that HTTP response using the cJSON APIs. Okay. So second thing is we have embedded OS. We read the configuration state and information that is being saved in the JSON format, and we are passing the data, fetch that data in our structure and process that data. Also, we use this in IoT devices as well for parsing of the sensor data. We have some sensor data that is being pushed to the server using JSON format, and we'll get the configuration updates as well. Also, the configuration files, the startup, and we have some daemon which exchange their data using the JSON format. So these are the various ways we can use the JSON parsing directly. Okay, so let's go next. So in the last video, we have created these structures, and this JSON file contain three objects, for example, device, network, and Wi-Fi. And under network, we have WAN, LAN, and DNS servers, as mentioned here, if you see. And also, we have some radios, 2.4 and 5 gigahertz in the form of an array here. If you see here, you'll get a tree for this JSON file. So here we have the main JSON file name, that is router underscore config dot JSON. Then we have the device object, and this device object contains some key value pairs. Okay, and then we have this network object. They have some sub objects where we have the WAN, and they have the key value data here. Then we have LAN, then we have DNS servers that is in the form of an array. Okay, like this. And here we have this radios, and this is also in the form of an array. So here I mentioned to understand this JSON file easily. Okay, so what we will be doing in this session is we'll parse this whole data, and we'll use the cJSON APIs for parsing in this. Okay, so these are the APIs that we will be using in our program to parse the JSON data or file. Okay, so the first, if you see here, it's a cJSON parse. So this is very important API that will parse your JSON string and creates the root JSON tree. Then we have the cJSON delete, and then we have cJSON get object item. It will retrieve a value from a JSON object using its key. So the data is in the form of a key value. So here they will get this objects items here. If it is case sensitive, it will use these APIs, and it will check whether the specific key exists in a object or not. We'll use the cJSON has object item. Then we have cJSON get array size. It will return the number of elements in a JSON array. And here we have cJSON get array items. So it will retrieve an array element by index from starting from 0. Okay. Then we have cJSON array for each. It will iterate through all elements of the JSON array. And the last I have cJSON get error pointer. It will return the location where JSON parsing failed. So we'll make use of all these APIs to parse our JSON file. That is router underscore config.json. So we have some more type checking APIs in this. That is cJSON is object. If I need to check whether this string is an object or not, we can use this cJSON is object. If it is an array, if it is a string, if it is a number, it's a bool. Is true, is false, is null and invalid. So these are some generic APIs that we will be using to parse our JSON data. So let's go quickly to the code to check how we will use these APIs and parse our router underscore config.json file. Okay, so let's start. So here, if you see, I have a router underscore config.json file. So if I cat it, you will see the same structure which I have discussed, which have device, network, and Wi-Fi. And okay, similar to what I showed you. Okay, so this is our target file, and we will be parsing this JSON file. Okay, so I have parse underscore JSON file, and this file will be used to parse this JSON file. Okay. So let's start from the first. We have to include our cjson.h file. So this is the header file for all our operations using cjson. And if you see here, I have created the first root object, that is null. I will be storing all the data after parsing into this root first. Okay. So what I will do here, I will open this file first. So see, this is the first entry point. I have to open that file. So once that file got open, I'll go to the end of the file and calculate the file size. Okay, then I come to the first of this file descriptor, and then I will allocate the memory of this buffer. So I need to save this all data into this buffer. Okay, so first I need to check whether it is null or not. If it is null, I'll returning -1. If not, I will read the file size into this buffer. So once it is done, I got our buffer here. If you see here, you have this buffer now, and we are using cJSON parse API to parse this buffer data, and I will put it to root. Okay, so if root is null, it will free the buffer and it will quit. Okay, so first item what I need to get is the device object. Okay, so what I will do here, I will take a cJSON pointer and I will use cJSON get object items, and I have root. Okay, so this is where we are pointing to the data of the JSON file, and I'll search for this device. Okay, so we'll get the object item from here. So cJSON get object item again. So once I get this device from here, so under device, I am using device ID. Okay, so this is in the form of a key value pair, and I will get the value string over there. I'll print it up in the device ID. Then we have manufacturer, model, and firmware. So these four items are under our device key value pairs. Okay. So this is the first thing that we get. Next, is network object. So what I will do here, similar as before, what I will do, I'll do the get object item, and I will search for network object, and I will put it under this network pointer. And under network, I need WAN first. So we have WAN, LAN, and DNS server, if you remember. Okay, so WAN pointer will be taking the object WAN under network. Okay, again, what I will do, get object from atom, and here we have WAN object, and I will take the mode. Okay, and I have this value string over there. Okay, so the main thing is everything is in the key value pairs in the form of string. So I will be printing the WAN mode, WAN IPv4, and the gateway using the same operation under WAN. Okay, so take that in consideration. Then the next item under network is our LAN. Okay, so we have LAN IP and subnet IP. So similarly, I will be parsing this value under this LAN and printing it up. And next, I have this DNS server that is also under network. So I will be passing the DNS server, but this DNS server, if you see, it's a array format. So for array parsing, what I did was I'll take a DNS pointer here, and here I will do array for each because I want to print all the values in that array. Okay, so what I will do, I will take the DNS server. So this is a DNS server object under DNS now, and it will print the value strings over there here. So if you see from the top as well, I'm just printing it out on the console. Okay, so if you want, you can push up this data into some structures as well. Okay, you can create the structure as shown in the diagram. I showed you the diagram earlier that have router underscore config.json, and we have a tree regarding that. So we can create a structure similar to that format. But here I am just printing it on the console. Okay, so next is Wi-Fi. So this is the last object that we have in our JSON file. And here what I will do, I will take a root object because now Wi-Fi is a part of a root object only. Okay, so here we will take Wi-Fi, put it into the pointer, then I will take enable. So first point is enable value, that is a bool items. Okay, so here if you see, you are printing it as yes or no. Okay, so if it is true, then yes, then no. Okay, so because this is a bool type, that's why we are printing it in string as yes or no. Okay, next is a radios. We have two radios for 2.4 and 5. For that, what I will do, I will take again the item Wi-Fi, get the radios and push it here because this is an array. So again, I will be using array for each. Okay, so once I get the radio, I will be printing the band, SSID, and channel over here. So similar to the above. So if you see here, this cJSON get object item is very important for getting the value string in the arrays, in the objects, or in the sub objects as well. Okay. So the last, what I am doing, I am deleting this root. Okay. So because this root contains the whole buffer of your JSON file. Okay. So last, I have to free the buffer as well because that is also located firstly before going to root. And last, this parsing is successful. So I will just compile it now to check the output. So if I do GCC like this, we have parser underscore JSON, and we have this library cJSON. And when we enter it, and I got a parser now. So once I enter this parser, you see everything is stacked now. So first is device. You have device ID, manufacturer, model, and firmware. Then the second object is network. Under network, we have WAN, LAN, and DNS servers. And under Wi-Fi, we have enable or disable. Then we have radios. So everything I'm able to parse. Okay, so this is how we can parse some data that is coming from the server or from the file itself using these APIs. So this is very simple uses of these APIs. So thanks for watching my video. You can comment on my videos to get more insight of this. Thanks for watching. Thanks.